Hey guys, what's up? I'm bringing you a walkthrough of a new map that just came out for Zombie Panic Source. It's called ZPO Rabbit Hole, and it was made by SpongeBob Deathpants of Convict Gaming, and you can find it on the Convict Gaming server, so check it out if you want to play. It's a relatively complex map. There's several pathways that you can take, uh, so let's get right to it. So when you start out, there will be a huge pillar that starts rising up, and it'll reveal a hole that you need to drop down in. Uh, and the hole is kind of dangerous. You can see those moving walls, and if you hit those moving walls, you will die. The easiest way to get down into the hole is to crouch walk across the edge, and that'll almost always get you through the middle of the hole where the walls can't reach. And once you're in there, be careful of zombies hiding in the water. They will try to ambush you. Once you get through the door, there's some ammo and weapons on the sides. You got to break the glass to get to them, so just remember that. And make sure you watch your teammates as you go by. Now this next area has two different pathways. I'll show you both of them. The first way is if you go to the left. This is the pathway 1A, I think it's called. And you'll go down this relatively straightforward path right here. And you'll reach an area where you need to hit a button to open the door. I recommend waiting until the rest of your teammates stop by before you press the button, because the zombies will spawn ahead of you once you press the button, so you want to make sure your whole team is ready to take care of that. So once your team's ready, have 2 or 3 team members at the most go through these stairs over here to push the button at the top, and have the rest of your team members guard the area that you were just in. Now you have to be careful over here because the zombies will spawn sort of across where the button is, where you need to press, so just be careful of that, and make sure that the people going up here have plenty of ammo to take care of themselves. So once you push the button, the water will start going down. So you have to make sure that you use that to your advantage before the water gets too far down, and you won't be able to just jump down immediately, otherwise you will die, or at least take a lot of damage. So once the water's been drained as far as it can, there's another button that you need to press. It was to the right of where I was looking up there. And that'll open this door. Make sure you be careful that you don't get killed by the door. And just go up into this area. There's another button that you need to press. And this one takes a little bit longer, so take your time to stock up on ammo and heal some health if you took any damage. And this door will lead you to an area which is the convergence point from the other path. So before I show you what's behind that door, I'll go back. This is the other path that if you took to the right of where I mentioned that there was 2 paths, you'll get to this area called 1B. This area is a little bit more complicated, at least in my opinion. But again, just wait until all your team members are ready to go and defend against any zombies coming through also. And once you're ready to go, press the button and it'll open the door and go through. Now the first thing you need to do when you get here is to look up, and you should see some boxes on the walkways up above you. Shoot those, and that'll destroy the walkways which are accessed by the zombie spawns. And when you destroy the walkways, it helps to prevent the zombies from ambushing the person or the team members who are trying to hit the button up on top. So you can see me going up to the top button. You have to go underwater a little bit and then up these ladders. Make sure, I'd say 2 or 3 team members, the same as last in the other path, because like here you can see that zombies can ambush you if they get there. And you can see how it was beneficial to blow up those walkways because the zombies can't access it from their spawns. And here's another button that you need to press. There's also a revolver here if you want one, and also IEDs. Oh, and a thing of note is make sure that you or one of your team members are stocking up for explosives, because you will need them in a later part, and I'll get to it. I'll mention it later. Once you've pressed the button, try to angle yourself to hit the water when you drop down. There's also another way that you can drop down. It involves like a ramp and picking up hills as you fall down, but that's a little bit more complicated. If you want to play it safe, just make sure you just drop down to the water. Now this area, there were some barrels, you didn't see it, but there were some barrels to blow up the wall. And this is the point that was also behind that door. You can see the door to my left over there. And this is the convergence point between the two paths. And in here, there's another button that you need to press, and this will open the door to another glass drop. So when you get here, make sure all of your teammates get to the very center of the glass floor and start breaking it. And you want to make sure they're in the center so that they don't hit the moving walls. And oh, I forgot to mention, an easy way to hit the water is to hold your jump button as you hit the water so that you don't go deep, like it's submerged into the water. You can just stay on top and you don't have to swim back up. Alright, here we get to another divergence point, and there's two paths here. We're first going to see the left path, which is 2A, and there's plenty of ammo in here if you need to stock up. Press the button, and you have to wait a little until the doors to the entrance close so that the next doors can open up and defend against zombies coming up. Now pathway 2A involves a little bit of teamwork. You cannot get past this part if you are alone. You need to split up into teams, have 1 or 2 people go up the ramp, and it'll take them to an upper walkway. And have everybody else stay on the ground, either defending against the zombies or helping to push the movable platform. Now, you have to push the movable platform over to where the first hole is so that the people on the upper walkway can pass through. It's a bit slow. I'm not exactly sure if having more people push it makes it go faster. I haven't really tested it out. But if you have enough people, just might as well. Yeah, and then after they get through the first hole, you need to push it back over to the second one and to let them push the button so that it opens the door. And you can see the door is open here. The next area has some ammo and also the doorway to another convergence point between the 2 points. Between the 2 paths. But before we explain this area, I'll show you guys the other pathway. So if you took the right pathway, which is 2B, this part is a little bit the same. There's some ammo and you need to push a button and wait until the doorways to the entrance close so that this doorway can open. So just take the time to stock up and get ready. This part I think is a little bit trickier, and it can get frustrating because zombies can mess you up when you're doing this. So this pathway involves pushing a block over to the waypoint. You can either, the easiest way I've found is to either holster your weapon and push it, or use a sledgehammer. I found the sledgehammer is probably the best way because it pushes it like a great length, and it pushes it a far distance away, and it can get to the waypoint a little bit faster. And also, if zombies mess it up and, for example, push the block off of this little raised walkway, you can use a sledgehammer to easily put it back on the walkway so that you can get back to the waypoint. So I'd recommend having at least 2 people pushing at most 2 people pushing the block. And yeah, be careful because sometimes the waypoint can glitch and it closes before the block gets pushed in, so just be careful. Try not to make it do it that many times, and try to get it the first time. Yeah, we got the block in there, and it closes and it opens up the door. And make sure you break the glass for this ammo here, because you'll definitely need it while you're defending the guy pushing the block. But the doors will open to where we left off last from the first pathway, and it's another glass drop. Now you have to be careful in this glass drop because it's not like the first 2. This one actually has 5 layers of glass, so do not stand in the center, because after the first glass has been broken, you will die. So while your other teammates are defending against zombies, try to break the first layer of glass, and then, like I said before, to stock up on explosives, you now use those explosives to blow up the layers of glass. There's at least 5 layers, so make sure you have IEDs or grenades. And once those 5 layers have been destroyed, you can drop down. Oh, and another thing, make sure you try to break through the 5 panes of glass as fast as possible, because the wall will start moving, closing upon you, and it'll either push you into the hole or crush you. So you want to make sure you get there through there as fast as possible. So this next area has a bunch of ammo, and you'll need it. So have somebody go into the door marked 2A or 3A, sorry. And it's a fairly complicated little thing. You have to push the block across through those different platforms all the way to the waypoint. So have everybody else defend the entrance while one person does this. I don't think 2 people can do it. It's just be too frustrating. If the block falls, don't worry. It'll keep respawning cubes as you need them, as they fall down. But it can get frustrating because it does fall a lot. I mean, every time I try it, I always mess up and it always falls down. But I think the easiest way to do this is probably, at least for me, is to holster my weapon or use the sledgehammer again. The sledgehammer gives a little more power, so it can probably do it a little bit faster, but it's a little bit more unwieldy. So you might be prone to making it fall a little bit more with the sledgehammer. But once you get it in, the door to the next area will open up. Oh, and don't worry about falling down in the holes, because survivors can walk across that little blue floor thing. This area is marked 3A, and there is like another area, like 3B, but in all the playthroughs that I've done, I've never gotten to that 3B, so I don't know if it's still in the works, and maybe it'll come up in a map update. But anyways, the door to the next area will pop up, and just go up the ladder. Now this is the final stretch. The zombies will spawn right across from where you need to go, and this is probably the hardest part. You have to try to get to the button, and you can see all the zombies spawning in. I don't survive in this playthrough. Yeah, you can see all the zombies, but you just need to push the button, and then this glass dome will go around you. Try to get your teammates if you can, but if not, just don't worry about it. Just press it once you get in there. If you do happen to stay alive while going into the glass dome, you'll get sucked up into the tube above you into this next area, and you get to see SpongeBob doll and little fireworks go off. And you'll also see the survivors win go across your screen. That's how survivors win. So definitely try out this map. It's a lot of fun. You can find it on the Convict Gaming server. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.